Former interim WBC lightweight world champion, American boxer of Mexican descent Ryan Garcia, made a statement following his loss in the WBA welterweight world title fight against fellow countryman Rolando Romero. The bout between Garcia and Romero took place on May 3rd at the Fatal Fury event in New York. The fight went the full 12 rounds and ended with Romero winning by unanimous decision. Post-fight words from Ryan Garcia. "First of all, I want to thank God for everything, no matter what. I didn't come out with the win tonight. I'm devastated. This really hurts because I gave it everything I had. As you all know, I went through a lot last year. Most people wouldn't have been able to come back to the ring after all that. So, in a way, I see this as a personal victory. Congrats to Rolly. He's a great guy with a big heart. I wish him nothing but the best," Garcia wrote on his social media. To be honest, the boxing night in New York turned out to be a major disappointment. The organizers struggled for a long time just to sort out their own schedule, and the key fights ended up being outright dull. The only truly impressive event of the evening was the main bout, where Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero faced off for the WBA regular world title. And it wasn't so much the level of boxing that stood out, but the final result, which came as a big surprise. Garcia was returning to the ring after his high-profile fight with Haney, who, by the way, also fought that same night. Back then, Ryan acted like a true rock star. He missed weight, caused a scene at the press conference, and then pulled off a shocking upset over Haney. But what was supposed to be the biggest win of Garcia's career was quickly taken away. It turned out that boxing's new golden boy had failed a drug test. The bout was ruled a no contest, and Haney even filed a lawsuit, though he ended up looking more like a public joke than a victim. Rolando Romero seemed like a suitable opponent for Garcia's comeback. A tough, well-trained fighter, but not on the level of the sports elite. However, it turned out that even such an opponent was too much for Garcia. Ryan entered the ring looking relaxed, seemingly planning to ease into the fight, but he was dropped in the second round. Romero caught him clean with a series of hooks, shattering whatever plan Garcia had. The favorite panicked and launched into an attack, only to find out that Romero was surprisingly solid defensively. Throughout the fight, Garcia kept punching into Romero's high guard, landing very few effective shots. Worse still, by the middle of the bout, Ryan was already showing signs of fatigue. To be fair, Romero wasn't doing anything spectacular either. After his strong start, he chose to fight a cautious, even dull bout. But the strategy worked. In nearly every round, Rolando outlanded Garcia in clean punches. After 12 rounds, it felt like the judges might try to salvage a draw for Garcia, but Romero won by unanimous decision. 115 to 113, 118 to 109, 115 to 113. And now closer to the fight, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero won by unanimous decision. Romero scored a surprising victory over Garcia, dropping him in the second round and controlling the pace of the fight. The judges unanimously awarded the win to Romero with scores of 115 to 112 twice, and 118 to 109. Garcia, returning to the ring after a one-year suspension for doping, looked unconvincing, landing only 54 clean punches over 12 rounds, one of the lowest recorded stats in CompuBox history. Garcia entered the fight as a heavy favorite, with odds of -800, while Romero was a +500 underdog. However, Romero exceeded all expectations and claimed the vacant WBA welterweight title. This loss has significantly impacted Garcia's career, casting serious doubt on his plans for a rematch with Haney, who, on the same night, confidently defeated Jose Ramirez. Now, a bout between Haney and Romero seems far more likely. After the fight, Garcia was seen in tears in his car, expressing frustration and exhaustion after a difficult year. He acknowledged Romero's superiority and took full responsibility for the loss.